If there's one phrase that describes this group, it's knows what we're doing.
Welcome back, session 2. Oh my goodness. So where we left off, we have the Moon Trio, zombified, looking through an abandoned farmhouse. We've got Gaelish and Lazuli on the Purple Planet. Gaelish is getting Lazuli up to speed. And I think we will start with Gaelish and Lazuli. So you were in the middle of a conversation with Lazuli, and then you were asking Dr. Peter something.
Yes, I was asking Dr. Peter something.
We were asking him if he knew how to transport us up to the moon.
Thank you.
Perhaps.
Yes, you are so right. Okay. So Mr. Dr. Peter, he's still here, right?
I am. I'm short. I know. I'm easily overlooked.
Oh, it's okay. I'm short too. I'm just not quite as short as you, and I'm just not used to that because everybody else is so much taller than me. So I apologize, me. Do you know how to get up to the moon?
I mean, honestly, besides spaceship, but we don't really go up there. We are completely separate from those colonists. I don't know if you've been up there. You probably didn't see anybody like us.
Nope.
No.
We don't really get along. And I did overhear you tell your friend what was going on. And just so you know, we don't hate the colonists. We're not at odds with them. The person who is turning the colonists also experimented on us. So in that, we have a common enemy. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you can find them in the jungle because they took over our land.
Oh, they're here on the planet.
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting. Oh, Gaelish, doesn't that sound fun?
Yeah, that sounds like something we could actually do while we're down here.
I think, if at least while we wait, here's a plan. You can disagree, Gaelish, but here's my idea. We tell Sticky and the others what we've learned, what our plan is, and then encourage them to find a way to transport themselves down here, whether by finding more suits or perhaps by some other means as yet undiscovered by us. And then we let them know that we will be in the forest going after this person. How does that sound?
I like it. I think that sounds good.
Excellent. Dr. Mr. Peters, sir, I don't know your official title, but, would you want to come with us or prefer to remain unengaged?
I mean, from a spirit of scientific discovery, I always like to explore, but at the same time, I know how nasty this person can be, so I would probably stay out of any fighting. I'm a scholar. I like to use words. I don't understand this violence language.
That's all right. We've got it memorized. Would you want to support us? Come with us on the understanding that should any conflict ensue, that will be up to Gaelish and myself.
Oh, I can do that. That
Excellent.
I can definitely do. Yes.
Just yourself or a team of you and your people?
I would have to ask the other Peters. We are all Purple Peters. I would have to ask the other Purple Peters if they would like to come. So, are you headed out to the jungle now, or
Well, we need to converse with our friends on the moon first.
Okay. Well, you let me know when you are ready, and I will talk to the other Purple Peters about accompanying you.
It will be soon.
All right, then. Well, I have many, many preparations to do. And Peter bustles off, muttering to himself about beakers and test tubes and notebooks and pens and other equipment.
Excellent.
Okay. So, let's maybe use the device thingy thing to try and talk to the others. They're in zombie form, so we can't understand them right now. But I remember we could understand other people, so we could
That is
still
true.
tell them everything.
Absolutely. Great idea. Gaelish, look at that mind at work.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a pin in that right now. I believe Sticky is the one with the comm, right?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Okay, and so you're in the kitchen baking, and Yuza and Uthal have just rejoined you. So, is it safe to assume, Gaelish, that you are now trying to communicate with Sticky?
Yep, that's fair enough.
Okay, so Sticky, you start. Is it on your hand? Is it in a pocket? Where is it at?
They were wrist things, right? Weren't they?
Yeah,
They
I
go on
think
the
so.
wrist? Yeah, then I guess that's where it is.
Okay, so you start feeling it, buzz a
Oh.
little.
All right. I'll just start mashing the buttons until I get the one that connects to the call.
Hello?
Hello? Sorry.
Oh, I think I hear them.
Yes, go for it. I trust you, Gaelish.
If this is someone that I know, this is Gaelish. Grunt twice. Okay, awesome.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Good thinking. Good
Yes,
thinking,
thank
Gaelish.
you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So, Sticky, this is I think this is Sticky. I'm pretty sure I recognize that grunt. So we're safe. First, I want you to know that me and Lazuli and Shruti, we're all safe.
Oh.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so we met a whole bunch of Purple Peters down here. They're really nice people, and they took care of us. And they have these bits of food that they have that help the sickness go away for a long time. It's not permanent, but they have it. Do you understand? If you do, grunt twice. If you don't, grunt once. Okay, good. Okay, so what they also told us that some of the bad guys from the moon are down here on the planet and that they have been experimenting on them. And so what me and Lazuli want to do is we want to go to the place where the bad guys from the moon are and
Investigate.
Yes.
Also, Sticky, just as a clarification, not only were they experimenting on the Purple Peter people things, but they were also responsible for this virus. Hence, well, I hear you, but I can't understand you, dear, but that's pretty normal for us, so that's all right. Know that I care deeply. I'm glad to hear you're safe and alive. And we will venture into the forest. We're hoping you all can come down either the same way we did, the suits, I guess, or find a craft and come down. We'll be in the jungle. Gaelish, communicate once more with him to get confirmation. You were very good at that.
Okay, so we can't understand your long grunts, because you're sick again. So if you understand, grunt twice. Okay. If you think you can find a way down, grunt twice. Okay, I don't know. I understand the intonation there. Okay. Will you try to find a way down? Okay.
Was that one or two, Gaelish? I couldn't tell.
It's kind of felt like two mushed together. Let's do it a little more clearly. If you... One. Two. Yes. Okay. Yes. So they're gonna try. They're gonna try and meet us here. If there's a way to figure out where we crashed, then you have a landing area on the planet. I don't know how to figure that out, but I suspect there's probably a way to figure that out. And then you can probably track us. So, we hope to see you soon. I hope you guys are safe and you're good at, like, be able to figure things out up there and get to us. We'll keep this thingy thing on us, so if you kill anything and get well again, then you can talk to us, okay? I think that's a yes. Can you grunt twice if that's okay? Okay. I think we're good to go.
Excellent work, Gaelish. Well done, Sticky. We meet anon.
All right.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I have tears in my eyes. That was so brilliant. Oh my word.
The DM likes us.
Inspiration points for all three of you.
My
That
stars,
was so
I have 2.
brilliant. Yes, you'll have to keep track of your points because now I'm giving them out like candy. But oh my gosh, that was... Oh my word, I had tears. That was so lovely. Can we please have another one of those soon? I kind of don't want you guys to unzombify. I want to hear more of those combos. Okay. All right, so let's put a pin in Gaelish and Lazuli. Oh my gosh. Sticky, Uthal, Yuza. As you all, I'm assuming you all overheard that conversation over the comm. What are you guys up to in the kitchen?
Be our team.
Did you overhear that?
Yes.
Good, so we don't need to bring you up with anything that I said on my side. The moon biscuits are just out of the oven. We have a few excellently spiced kebabs, if I do say so myself, and I'm holding up. I've taken a couple of my arrows and used that as the kebab to put on chunks of meat. They're well cooked. They're well seasoned. No butter here. I wasn't able to get a good gravy to go on them, but I got some good jus from the drippings. I'll just pour that right on. Here we go, snacks for us. And really, I think the only question we need to decide is, because from what you did tell me about what you found upstairs, right, or no?
Of course.
No, yes. It seems that someone may have made an escape with important information. Do we want to immediately go to the hangar, which, based on our cultural knowledge, of course, we know what's in there, or do we want to try to track down whoever it is escaped to see if they have important information? Again, it would be a shame if there was a vital clue that we left up here. But I also don't like the idea of our two friends heading off into danger without us. So I'm not quite sure what is the best course of action.
Well, those suits were the things that got Lazuli and Gaelish out of here on the off the planet.
Indeed.
So we need to find more of those suits to get us to go there too. And where would you put a suit but on a
hanger? Oh,
on
of
a
course,
hanger.
yes.
Yeah.
That
So,
makes perfect sense.
I mean, that to me seems like it's pretty straightforward. But, I mean, what do you think, Yuza?
Yeah, I think we should get to the hangar because I'm very worried about Lazuli just killing everything before we get down there.
And we are agreed.
Indeed.
So, can I watch you guys eat those things first before I try them?
I would never serve you food I haven't tasted myself.
Well,
I'll go
I
first.
have unerring trust in Sticky, and I will dig in.
And do they change at all?
I mean, Wait, are you eating the biscuits or are you eating the...
Oh, kebabs.
The kebab.
Oh, okay.
The biscuits are friendship offerings.
Oh, that's right.
For
That's right.
if we meet people here who are afraid of zombies.
Except for this one over here, that one fell off the floor.
Oh, yes. Of course we have to. Yes, there are a few leftovers that we should have.
Can I get Constitution saving throws from both Sticky and Yuza?
With advantage because we're zombies and we're fine eating raw meat, or no?
We'll say advantage, but there might be a catch.
Uh-oh.
10 with advantage.
Oh, jeez.
15 with advantage.
Okay. All right, so... For Sticky, you're fine, but I'm assuming you guys like eat the whole thing. You're not just like trying a little nibble, right?
Unerring trust and Sticky. Were my
Fair
exact
enough.
words.
Okay, so just be advised, you're fine for now, but if you change back to a live state in like say 45 minutes to an hour, that might disagree with you.
We'll see.
If it's still digesting in your system, it might disagree.
So Uthal is like almost has it up to his mouth, and he looks over and sees if Yuza and Sticky are changing, and when he doesn't see any change, he just goes,
They're definitely not changing back to a live state at this point.
That was
what you were looking for? Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's just they don't really, the mountain folk don't really do that. So
Well, I
All right.
wouldn't normally, but we
It's
are
like-
zombies.
We are zombies.
Yeah.
that's true. But
When in Rome.
Win on the moon. All right. Are you guys doing anything else in the house, or are you headed out?
I think we're headed to the hangar.
Okay. And as you are walking to the hangar, you do see a big, kind of like the metal suit, but bigger, soaring in and landing somehow miraculously inside this dome thing. You're like, whoa, how did it get in there? But yeah, it kind of reminds you a bit of what took Galish and Lazuli. It's just a lot bigger.
When you say bigger, how bigger?
So what took Galish and what took Lazuli were pods that just basically fit around them. This
Right.
could fit maybe like, 10 pods. It's
Okay.
much bigger scale, but it has that same aerodynamic, even though maybe aerodynamic is not the word you would recognize, but it has that same kind of floaty property that took your friends, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
there's our ride.
it's a wagon,
Indeed.
a big flying wagon.
Big
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We're skipping the other farms.
For now, we might end up back here.
All right, cool.
I gotta return a ladder at some point. I'm gonna be back here.
That's a good point.
That's
Yeah, you
right.
got to get that reward. I don't even remember what was the reward for
You
it.
still
Did
have
they
that
say?
last step of the quest chain undone.
I don't know. I have a feeling it's one of those side quests that really isn't worth it. I'm gonna get like 10 wood or something.
I can just imagine you in the final boss battle, and you're like bleeding out, and you're like, "But I have to live. I have to return the ladder." We'll make sure you do it with your dying breath. It's okay, Yuza.
I will dig deep. They're gonna be like, "Oh, thanks.
It's all bloody. I don't want it anymore.
We bought a new one up the road."
All right.
So as you approach the hangar, I don't know what would we call that in medieval times? The flying horse port.
Stable.
Yeah.
The stable for flying.
Shall we once again
Things.
attempt to shamble stealthily?
Please do.
We can try.
14.
Okay.
14.
14 and
11.
Oh, are we at disadvantage?
yes,
Oh,
Oh,
you're still
then one
zombies.
sec. 11.
11.
still 14.
11, 14, and 14. Is that what I heard?
11, and 14.
Ah, thank you. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I think you guys were excited from hearing from your friends. You're a bit full. Your stomach's a little rumbly from the kebabs. Yeah, it's fine. They can hear and see you coming, and and it's nighttime, so there's lights from the
And we
hangar.
got biscuits.
Yeah.
Can I retcon that I did find a little wicker basket in the kitchen for the
Oh,
biscuits?
please.
Okay.
Please. Bonus points if it's got like a lovely red and white checkered pattern.
Well, it was That's up to you. I don't know whether I found a red and white checkered cloth or a white blood splattered cloth. It's one of the two.
Well, either way, red and white would match your outfit, so
Indeed.
whichever way you want to go.
Potato.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Especially because you'd be so like, what's the word, coordinated? that you're giving these moon biscuits. But yes, so there's imagine, I'm trying to think of how you describe it. If it's a little bit raised, it's a metal construction. Sorry, Yuza. And there's like a opening where you can see the ships, the flying carriages going in and out, and like lights above, spotlights kind of moving back and forth, you know, I guess patrolling, but you know what I mean, like lighting up the area but moving to see different parts of the hangar.
So do we just walk right in and, I mean...
Well, it sounds like that's what you're doing, so unless you want to try going...
I mean,
Unless someone stops us.
we could sing and try to do a dance number, but I don't know if that would work well.
Kind of makes
Well, I guess my
wonder if
question
you do
is,
that.
are we going in and just going straight for violence? Are we going to try to talk our way through this? Or
But we can't talk to them, right?
we
We're-
can't talk to them. You're right.
We come bearing biscuits. I think that's friendly.
Yes.
We could use it as a diversion. We
Oh.
could throw the biscuits and then run to the cart.
I like that plan.
So as you're walking up, one of the lights hits you dead on. You weren't really trying to be that sneaky about your approach. And you hear a voice say, you know, halt, state your business.
Biscuits.
All
Sorry.
they just hear is a
As soon as the light hits us, because you just like jazz hands.
Are your biscuits? Describe to me what the basket looks like.
Oh well, it's a wicker basket with a little elegant red and white checkered cloth lining, and it is full of just baked moon biscuits. They are light, they are flaky, they're not golden because they're moon biscuits. They bake with that sort of grayish silver sort of thing that moonlight has, and they actually do sparkle a little bit. It's replicating the effect of like little chips of mica in moonrock, so it's got a little sparkle as the light hits them.
Drop your weapon.
It's like it's a little granulated sugar on top, basically.
I mean, it looks like a weapon, though, right? It looks like a bunch of bullets or something.
No,
Really
no,
big
no,
bullets.
The biscuits are not. I don't know.
They're in the tower. They're far away. We don't understand you. Put your hands up and drop your weapons.
I put my hand up, but I don't drop the biscuits because they're not weapons.
What are Yuza and Uthal doing?
I mean, I'll put the hands in the air, but just kind of.
Your hands in the air like you just don't care?
Yeah.
Okay. This is our last. Oh, go ahead. What was it,
Yuza
Yuza?
will put her hands up, but she kind of like stakes her quarterstaff next to her and like hangs one hand off it, just like woo.
I couldn't tell if you were trying to be like a pole dancing zombie or just like
That-
laissez-faire.
That's how I paid for Wizard College.
Fair enough. Oh man. Oh yeah, we need to come up with a good like Pork and Prejudice. We haven't come up with a space
Yes.
name for this one yet, so we'll find something. This is your last warning. If you do
Space
not
in
put
space.
your hands up and put your weapons down, we will open fire.
They're obviously confused about what biscuits are. I'll set the basket down and put my other hand up.
State your business.
Biscuits, I told you already. We're here to deliver you biscuits.
I totally can't understand. If you do
know.
not state your business clearly in 5 seconds, we will open fire.
Gonna point at the biscuits and point at them.
5.
So are they like looking through a window at us, or are
Like
they?
imagine they're like in a tower, like a command tower looking down with the
A
spotlight.
tower within range of some fire-based spell? No, you can't cast your spells. We may need to just run.
4.
Oh, run to the cart.
I'm giving you guys the longest seconds ever to figure out what you want to do. So you're running toward the hangar?
Absolutely.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the plan.
Oh my
Goal.
Well, I mean, but you're sham running, right?
As fast as
Rumbling.
we can.
Okay.
I will grab the basket first, though.
A speed of 20 feet.
Okay.
So it's a spirited shamble.
Everybody give me a, hold on, dexterity check.
Oh, 21.
22.
Ooh.
4.
Okay. Yuza, Sticky, you shamble very quickly. You're just like, you know, but even though the bullets start firing, you don't get hit. Uthal, unfortunately, you're taking up the rear. You do get hit. Fortunately, though, it's not anywhere like, you know, lethal.
Vital.
Vital. Yeah. Let's see.
And we're zombies. If it's not a headshot, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess.
For now.
Pick a number 1 through 4.
1.
Uthal, 1. Arm. They got you in the arm.
Okay.
Where are you guys headed?
So do we only have the same amount of hit points as a zombie? So 22?
Let's see. Let me look at your zombie sheet. Hold on a second. Yes. And I think so far you guys are sustaining 2 points of damage from before. So, I mean, you're a zombie. So we'll just say your arm's sort of hanging, like by, what is
Some
that?
tendons?
Yeah. And
Okay.
we'll just do another 2 points.
Okay.
So you guys were running to, not from, right?
Yeah, we're running to the ship.
Okay, so you are now. Remember, it's up a little bit. You'd have to climb up. So you're kind of like, imagine you're on the side of the metal wall, and you're not inside the hangar just yet. But you are like in the.
If
dark,
we're right
like
up
the shade
on the wall, is it safe to say we're now obscured from the watchtower?
We have cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could draw you a map. You guys know how good I am at that. To
You
show
love
you your
a good map.
position. But yeah, just imagine you're like basically hugging the wall and like you're in the shadow.
We're gonna shamble to a door, I assume.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We're already committed at this point.
So as you shamble around the perimeter, there is no door.
Window.
Are windows high up? Really, the only thing you can do is climb. You're going to have to like climb into the open space.
All right.
All right. Who's really good at climbing?
Well, I probably could have been before with both arms.
Yes, let's see here. I'm not terrible at climbing. Oh, in fact, wait a minute. I think I'm actually quite good at climbing. Oh, but wait, I may not be right now as a zombie.
Someone can get up there and tie a rope.
Indeed. Indeed. I'm just looking at my gear. Oh, well, I have some pythons. Do I have climbing gear? No.
So while you're debating how you're going to climb, you do see one of the soldiers from the hangar go out and look at what Sticky had left.
Go out from where? Did they have a door?
You didn't see one when you were, well, give me another. You know what? I didn't ever have you guys do a perception check. Go ahead.
21.
Oh, wow. Let's
11.
retcon that a bit. You didn't see a door, but it's like seamless. So it blends in seamlessly.
All right. If the soldier... Oh, perfect. They've come out to inspect the biscuits. We jump them. Whatever key or whatever they use to open the door, we'll get it, we'll get inside. Worst case scenario, we kill them and we get our powers back. Who's
Sounds
with me?
fine to me.
I would think killing them to get your powers is the best case scenario.
Well, yes. Sorry,
I mean-
sorry. I interjected some non-zombie morality there. Let's go kill and eat somebody.
You don't need your powers. It's fine.
Yeah.
You guys like doing it the hard way. So you see him go out, kind of poke at the basket, kind of bend over and like, oh, okay. Well, and he picks it up and he starts walking back.
All right, this
and
is
the
our
lights
chance.
are kind of going everywhere. So you have to be careful because sometimes the lights are on him and people can see what's going on, and sometimes they're not. If that makes sense.
All right, so clearly we have to maneuver through the dark spaces, get this guy, kill him, get his key, and get in the door. Is that the plan?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
moving in on him.
Okay, sorry. We'll put a pin in that for now while you guys are stalking the poor soldier. And we're going to go back to Gaelish and Lazuli.
How dare you forget my name, child?
Sorry, I got stuck on the stalking the soldier part.
Respect your elders.
That's the next romance book.
Oh boy,
Oh,
that could go so many places.
Okay, then.
All right, so I think we left you guys in the sick bay, right?
We were in the
Peter,
sick bay. We had
Peter
just
left.
finished talking. Yes, yes.
Trudy's just like, I can't do that. I cannot do that thing with my lips. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, I can't do that. I know it's a good vocal exercise. I'm like, that's it. So that's my Trudy. Sorry.
She's
Spit
just
flies.
It's
sitting.
very cute, Trudy.
She's now a llama. Trudy is now a horse llama.
A llama.
a llama.
A lorse.
love it.
A lorse, yes.
A lorse. I love it. All right, so what do you guys want to do? Leslie's still in bed, obviously.
Well, obviously, I'd like to get up on my feet. Is there anything keeping me from doing that?
Oh, they didn't tie you down or anything, so
Excellent. Then up
but-
she pops.
the healer does kind of come. Are you sure you're feeling okay, ma'am? Are you sure?
Oh, child, I'm feeling excellent. Thank you for your concern and your care.
And you see another nurse, a little bit more crotchety, kind of rubbing her side and be like, well, if her violence language is any indication, she's feeling just fine.
I believe I am. Yes. And out the door I walk.
Should do we need wait Peter, right?
Peter's gone. He went back to his lab.
But aren't they all Peter?
Yes, which Peter would you like?
The grumpy Peter. No, the nice Peter.
The nice nurse Peter?
Yes, the nice nurse Peter.
Yes. How can I help you?
When we got here, y'all gave us some stuff, some food that like makes the symptoms of the illness go away. Do you know how long that lasts? And does it last longer or shorter in people who are bigger than you?
Well, you and I are the same size, although you are a little bit taller. So I would think, yeah. I have to look up to you, but I would
It's such
think.
a weird experience, right?
I know it's weird to just meet people who are bigger than us. I believe the effects last for about an hour or so.
Okay.
So in theory, just like how long it would last if you had killed something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know about with Lazuli? Does it matter? She's a bit bigger than us, and she has a lot of muscle.
I don't think it matters. And we pumped a lot into her system while she was sleeping.
good.
Maybe that was accounting for the violent kicks.
Maybe, or yeah, sure. Also, one other thing. Do you know? I know you have a limited supply, but we have the illness, and it's gonna come back if we don't get more, and we might be gone for more than an hour. Do you have any extra to spare that we can take with us?
Oh, excuse me. We do have a little bit. We have enough for about 7 rounds. So in theory, another round for you two, and then one for everybody when they get there.
Yes.
I'm making a note for myself. But that's all we have. And then after that, any of our people who have the same illness will revert back. But I do know if you collect some of the plants outside, and there's a special recipe that we have. If you can cook it on the fly, you should be fine as long as you can find those plants as you go.
Okay. Can you give me a list of those plants and any special cooking instructions for them?
I do not have them, but I will send you. You've been to our city, right? Our fair underground city?
Yeah.
If you go into the Merchants District, and if you want to do some shopping as well, but there is a lovely bakery in there, and they'll be able to help you. They do all of the baking for this.
Oh, a bakery. Oh, Lazuli is gonna really love that, and Sticky too once he gets down here. That's great. Okay, thank you so much for your help. That really is great. I'll go catch up to Lazuli now.
Okay. Oh, also, did you want your horse?
Oh, Trudy! How can I forget you, my darling?
He eats up a lot of our supplies.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
Oh,
so-
sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. It happens all the time. Everyone assumes a big, badass warhorse is gonna be a dude. And nope, she's a mare. She's spicy. Okay, lady. Come on, Trudy.
And as you and Trudy leave, the door just magically widens to let the horse go through.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are you riding the horse?
I'm picturing myself leading her by her halter.
Okay. Well, we'll just assume anytime if you're taking her around the city or you're on her, the doors will just magically widen.
I love that.
Yes. Yes. She's like your comfort animal. You can take her wherever you want. So she's your...
Awesome.
We'll just do that. And I'm assuming Lazuli just marched into the city doing who knows what.
Well, Lazuli marched out the door and did not know what she was looking at. Could you describe what she faced?
Sure. So as Lazuli left the sick bay, so you're basically coming down. I really feel like I should draw a map, but I won't. I won't subject you guys to that yet. But so what Gaelish had walked into is a big underground cavern with a city inside. And there's different caves kind of offshooting that lead to different more specialized areas. So on one end was the where the scientist was. You were in the sick bay in one cavern. So you're basically coming out of the little building, stalking down a cavern, and then you're in the bigger city proper. And on one end is you can see it on this side, but if you were outside, you wouldn't really see it, is basically a door, a seamless big door that you can't see from the outside, but they can see it to go out.
So I suspect by the time Gaelish catches up, Lazuli is sort of standing wide-eyed, staring at all the options in the city, and she really hasn't gone far. Well, hello, Gaelish. Where to?
I found out what we need in order to get more of their temporary cure. So we need plants and stuff that grow outside, and then we can bake it or cook it or something into the little things that they give us. So the nice nurse Peter, said that we need to find the merchant district, and there's a bakery there, and the person who runs the bakery will be able to tell us what plants we need and give us instructions. So we need to do that before we leave. Definitely.
Let's go quickly then. All right. And
Okay.
now, what's my name? Lazuli takes off. That is the stinger to the previous comment I made to you, Rashali. Anyway,
Funny.
no, Lazuli takes off towards the baking district because she can smell it. That nose knows a bakery. And so, toot sweet, she's in front of one. Are there many
Sure.
bakeries or just one?
Just the one.
Great.
There's also other shops up and down this road. I don't know if you want to do any shopping.
No.
Okay.
I do not. I don't know about Gaelish, but Lazuli has no interest in anything other than the mission at hand.
I might ask the baker for some treats for Trudy.
Oh, okay.
But in addition to cures. So, I guess we found the bakery.
Yep. So as you walk in, a little bell tinkles over the door. You see a purple alien, surprisingly named Peter, Baker Peter. Working there, and Peter's got his little helpers, also named Peter. Intern Peters, I guess. I don't know. And they're just busy making a whole bunch of, and it's a busy bakery. It's the only bakery in town.
Hi, Baker Peter. So we are obviously from out of town, and you guys have helped us a lot. So thank you. We need to know what we're going out. And we might be out for longer than an hour, and we have the illness. So what we need is to know what plants that are needed for the cure that you guys make, and how to find them, and also what do we do with them when we find them? Like, how do we bake them and make ourselves better and others?
Oh, so you're the adventurers who are going to save us all. Word travels fast.
Oh,
yeah.
Lazuli's
guess.
eyes grow very wide and excited.
And
We're
I
gonna
don't
try.
suppose you heard, but if you can indeed save our town and allow us to live back out in the jungle, then you can basically have anything you need for free or half cost here and in the other shops, because trust us, you're doing us a big favor. But anyway, to your question, here's a list. Now let's see, from medieval world, not from Ginny's world, what would be things that you guys would have encountered a lot? I think.
Elderflower.
Okay, we'll all come up with this together. Dandelions and what else?
I said elderflower.
Elderflower.
Basically, think the Redwall cookbook. Redwall.
Oh, dude, I
Abbey.
haven't read Redwall in
I love
forever.
Come on, it's so good.
It's been a long time since I've read Redwall.
Well, I think we would know, for example, moss and similar sort of woodsy flora.
Well, you're in a
Acorn.
jungle.
Well,
So-
we're in a jungle. That's
Probably
more
some
ferns?
bark in there from various trees.
bark indeed. Uh-oh, there's something in my eye.
So basically, we'll just say it's like flowers and bark and stuff like that you would recognize from your home world. So it's kind of exotic to them. That's why they're like, oh my gosh, we can never find this stuff. But you're like, oh my gosh, I totally know what this is, Lazuli is just overcome with the idea of finding native plants from your time back in your medieval world, that she's overcome with emotion and has to step out of the bakery.
It's okay. Don't mind my friend there. It's been a long time since we saw stuff that we actually recognize. Like, I know where to find this stuff. That's great. So once we find these things, what do we do with them? Do we just put them in a pot and stew them up, or what do we do?
Well, it requires a very it requires a very specific. I'm gonna step into Sticky here, even though I know you're on the moon technically, but basically, whatever cooking methods Sticky knows, and probably a bit for Lazuli too. Again, your medieval methods. This is why they're having trouble with it, because it's not something native to them. They had to look this up in other textbooks and figure it out. So we'll just make this easy, because I'm not going to come up with a recipe on the top of my head. But basically, that's what it is. So that's why we're having so much trouble. And I spent weeks poring over old textbooks and scrolls and papers and experiments trying to figure out how to make this work. These are methods that people don't do anymore.
Oh, don't do any more. Oh, well, I have several friends actually who bake a lot, and they like these old methods. So we might really be able to help you once we get everybody back together. So this is exciting. Do you since we have this stuff? Oh, how much do we need per person?
I would say 1 ingredient each per person.
Okay, so if we find a bunch of this stuff, we can help a lot of people.
If you can.
Okay.
Like I said, we have trouble finding it in the wild because we're just not used to these things. They're weird exotic plants to us. I don't know who introduced them, but they just randomly grow places and we can't find them.
Well, we might be able to help with that. Maybe. I don't want to promise too much, but this all looks very familiar and doable to me, so this might be really good for both of us. One last thing. This is my beloved warhorse, Trudy. Do you have any snacks or something that you think a big horse like her would enjoy?
Oh, of course. Are you on Trudy, or are you still standing next to
I'm
Trudy?
still standing next to her.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you were on Trudy, this would be even more hilarious. But Baker Peter takes your hand, looks up at you. What your name again? Do you
I'm
know?
Gaelish.
Gaelish. If you and your friend who was overcome with emotion could help us, we would be so indebted to you. And yes, do you like moon biscuits? Family recipe.
Trudy,
One of our best sellers.
Do you like moon biscuits?
Is Lazuli aware that she's overcome with emotion?
Now she is.
Lazuli made a face.
Oh man. And so Baker Peter stuffs them all in a basket with a lovely red and white blood-free checkered cloth, hands them to you. We will cut back to the moon, and that is where we will end this session. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.